I'm now joined live by an Afghan journalist, Fahim Fetrat. He, in fact, just a few days ago had to flee from Afghanistan with the serious threats to his life. He's now joining us for a ground perspective. Fahim, what are you picking up happened to your colleagues on the ground? Why were they and so many women protesters also so brutally thrashed?
Thank you. Now the journalists in Afghanistan have a very, very bad situations, and thousands of journalists left Afghanistan, and thousands of journalists leaving their works and their jobs, and they can't go to the media and they can't use from their rights in Afghanistan. Now we have a very, very bad situations with journalists in Afghanistan because they are arrested and they killed and they threatened by the Taliban. So the situations of freedoms and also the media is very bad in Afghanistan.
So how difficult is it for now to be a journalist in Taliban-controlled Afghanistan for him?
Now the journalists can't have activity as they have rights, because the Taliban not allowed them to be freedoms and to raise the sounds and of the people, because they are under the threat of the Taliban. Yesterday, when the journalists were working and they want to had reports from the protest from Kabul. Taliban arrested them. Taliban hit them. Taliban put them in jail. And after 1 day, when they were at jail, they got out of the jail, and now they have a very bad situations. They are at the beds of hospital. So the situations of journalists and media in Afghanistan is very, very bad. Taliban not allowed the journalists to work as they have right.
So Fahim, as the situation that is unfolding in Afghanistan, Taliban has taken control, announced a government despite all the torture that we see. What message do you have for the international community watching right now?
Even from the wars and also from the human rights organizations to pay attention for the situations of journalists, the situation of Afghanistan, especially for the journalists, because the journalists have bad situations. They are living under the control of the Taliban. Taliban killed them, Taliban arrested them, and Taliban threatened them to leave Afghanistan. So I am very sorry, and I am very, very disappointed that why the world is silent against this situation in Afghanistan. It's a very big question for us, because nowadays Taliban started a genocide in Panjshir province. They killed the people of Panjshir, and they killed the women, they killed the child, and they killed the civilian people in Panjshir, and hundreds of Panjshiri people killed by the Taliban. Why the world is silent? Why the people of Afghanistan and the countries, my neighbors' countries, are not pay attention for this bad situation in Afghanistan? It's a very big question for Afghanistan people, and all the people ask from us.
Are you saying, Fahim, there's a genocide presently taking place in the Panjshir Valley in Afghanistan by the Taliban?
Yes, unfortunately, Taliban killed and arrested thousands of, they arrested hundreds of Panjshiri people. They were civilian and innocent people, and they killed Panjshiri people in some village of Panjshir. We have a lot of pictures and video from Panjshir where the Taliban killed them, because why they are Panjshiri. So I think the Panjshiri people, when they are not fighting against the Taliban, they are civilian people. Why they killed by the Taliban?
My final question, Fahim, because you've been forced to leave your country. You're in an undisclosed location right now. How difficult is it for an Afghan citizen, especially a journalist who would want to be reporting at this time, to have to flee the country?
I think it's very difficult to express it. That how is my situations right now when I left the country a few days ago. But I'm sure that once a day I will go back to return to Afghanistan, and my country will be free, and my country will return to good situations. But now we are out of the country, and we have bad situations because our people are under the pressure of the Taliban and also the Pakistani soldiers. Pakistani soldiers and Pakistan's governments, Pakistan's military, they invasion it to our country, and they were involved at the war of Panjshirs. Many Pakistani aircraft attacks on Panjshir's people. So I want to say, my country captured by the Pakistans, not only by the Taliban. So we ask from the United Nations and we ask from the world that why they don't allow it, and why they don't stop the invasions of Pakistan to our country.
You made a very important point. There's definitely a Pakistan's ISI angle here, and it is important that the Afghan citizens know and remember it. And I hope that the world also listens to what you have to say. Take care of yourself, stay safe, and I hope someday you will be able to return to your home nation. Fahim Fetrat he's an Afghan journalist and has been reporting now for decades there in the country.